Hey everybody, I'm hoping that I can get this up as a video response to Joe's fears, and I want to talk about irrational fears, not fears of spiders and snakes and fires that most people have. Irrational fears. One fear of mine is I've got to face the bedroom door when I sleep. I've got to face the bedroom door. And with me in my room, the way that my room is situated, I have to lay on my right side. Now I can lay on my back and face the ceiling, that's okay. As long as I'll be able to move my head to see the door. So most of the time I'm sleeping on my right side, and I'm facing the bedroom door and facing the TV. Gotta have my TV on all night too. And I'm watching TV and I fall asleep. If I want to turn over and lay on my left side, then I'll sit up and take one of my pillows and put it at the bottom of the bed and just flip down this way. That way I'm still watching TV. I'm still facing the bedroom door. I have a fear of being attacked. I don't have a fear of being raped, but I have a fear of being brutally attacked, beaten, just beaten and left for dead. I have that fear too. I have a fear of bears, unusual fear of bears. I fear when I go out, I went so far as to buy pepper spray. And I got to get me some more. I'm out. Well, I'm not out. It's been years ago and they say it expires. But anyway, because of the way when I go to work early in the morning, you know, it's still dark outside and I got the woods running right behind my house. Even though I just got to go out my front door, across the patio, down steps, into the driveway, and into the Jeep. I've still got this fear that a bear is just going to pop out at me, going to get me. I have a fear of my dreams. I fear sometimes if I dream something, is it really going to come true? I've had a lot of dreams to come true. I dreamed back in the 80s when Randy and Mona had their car wreck and were killed. I dreamed that on a Wednesday night and it happened on a Saturday. I saw it in my dream. In my dream I was in the back of their car. And I saw everything that happened, but they couldn't see me, and I thought, they don't even know I'm here. And so I had that dream. I had a dream when my ex-husband was cut off from work a couple times because of his blood pressure. I dreamed that before it happened. My late husband came to me in a dream right shortly after he died, and it was like I was at a family reunion, and he's going to tell me about Michael Dover dying, but I could just hear duh, duh. I couldn't hear who was going to die, just the D, you know. It ended up being Michael Dover. I had a dream back in February that I was at my aunt and uncle's house, and I was wondering why I was there, and then Michael James came down the steps in a suit and a tie, and I said, James, look at you all dressed up in that suit and tie. Where are you going? And he said, he just looked at me and smiled. He said, I got that funeral to go to, and he straightened up his tie. And the next morning I found out he was in the hospital, and then he died a while later. Then last night I had a dream that I was at another family reunion, and everybody was there, but everybody was mad. It's like nobody was happy. And so I'm looking around at everybody, you know, and tons and tons of people there. And then I see Mike Matheny, my cousin Mike. And so I'm like, well, there's Mike. I hadn't seen Mike since Mom's funeral. So in my dream, I go up and I hug Mike, and he's smiling, and he starts talking to me, and he's telling me something. And I keep telling him, I said, I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying. And I'm standing there looking at him. I said, what are you saying, Mike? I can't hear you. But all I could hear was the word hospital. And I kept saying, who needs to go to the hospital? Who's in the hospital? Do I need to go to the hospital? And I kept saying that over and over. And I kept telling him, I can't hear you. I don't know what you're telling me. And so then this morning when I woke up, Joey told me that, when Joey called to wake me up, Joey told me that Sue died. My Aunt Sue died, Mike's stepmom. And I thought, God, I'm afraid to dream sometimes. I really am afraid to dream. I've had reoccurring dreams sometimes about some other particular person's death, and that person shall remain nameless because they'll probably watch this. But I've been having those for many, many years, and that's not come true. So see, I never know what to believe and what not, but I do have an extreme paranoia of my dreams. I think that may contribute to why I don't sleep well. But I've had a fear of being shot randomly, just being shot. And that could have come true at one point, because when Mom died, I was in Virginia for her funeral. When I came back, this bullet right here, I keep it in this little cup, had come through my living room roof and had come down right beside my coffee table. That was right near my couch. And if I'd been home, if I'd been sitting on the couch or been standing over there feeding my birds, that could have got me in the head. That irrational fear could have come true. Something saved me. I have a irrational fear of things coming up through the toilet. It could be a snake, a spider, or something unknown. Whether I'm sitting on the toilet or not, I have that irrational fear. However, something like that did happen when I was a little girl. Donnie and Jack, my brothers, were in the bathroom, and a big sewer rat come up through the toilet. And they come flying down the steps, and Jack went up under the dining room table. His hair was sticking up all over his head, and my dad had to go up there and kill that rat. And so I always had an irrational fear of that house, too, that I grew up in. And to this day, I don't think there's any amount of money you could get me to go spend a night alone in that house. And there was nothing wrong with it. It just, all my life, I had a fear of that house. I didn't like to be alone in it. I didn't like to be creaked at nighttime. That house gave me the woolies. There was something about that house that gave me the woolies. I have an irrational fear of being on the interstate. God forbid. That's why I can't travel and see anybody. That's why I don't vacation. Because I have an irrational fear of travel, of being on the road. I have a fear that an 18-wheeler is going to come past me and have a blowout, and there I'm going to go. I have that fear. I have an irrational fear of speed. I'm afraid to get above 45 miles an hour. That's just irrational, I know, but that's my fears. But anyway, I'm hoping to post this as a video response to Joe's. He came down earlier today. I know how to post it to YouTube, but it takes so long, so he showed me an easier way. And so I'm hoping that I can accomplish that here just a little bit without having to call him up and say, what did you tell me to do again? So I think I got it done. But we'll see. Anyway, leave little comments and such, and just tell me what your fears are, and silly as it may be. So, anyway, till next time. Bye-bye.